Your check engine light turns on, you scan the vehicle, and the trouble code P0174 appears. Before you replace parts or assume the engine is about to fail, stop and understand what this code actually means. P0174 means the engine computer has detected that the air-fuel mixture on bank 2 is too lean. In simple terms, the engine is receiving too much air, not enough fuel, or a combination of both on one side of the engine. This code only applies to engines with more than one bank, such as V6 and V8 engines. Bank 2 refers to the side of the engine that does not contain cylinder number 1. This distinction is critical because the problem may only exist on one side of the engine. Many people overlook this detail and waste time and money checking components that are not related to the affected bank. To understand why P0174 appears, you need to understand how the engine computer controls fuel delivery. The engine computer constantly adjusts fuel based on feedback from oxygen sensors. These sensors monitor the amount of oxygen in the exhaust and help the computer decide whether to add or subtract fuel. Fuel trim values are the computer's way of correcting the air-fuel mixture. Short-term fuel trim represents immediate adjustments, while long-term fuel trim represents corrections learned over time. When the computer has to add too much fuel to compensate for excess air, it sets a lean condition code like P0174. One of the most common causes of P0174 is a vacuum leak on bank 2. Vacuum leaks allow unmetered air to enter the engine after the mass airflow sensor. Cracked hoses, leaking intake gaskets, loose fittings, or brittle plastic lines can all introduce extra air and create a lean condition. Intake manifold gasket leaks are especially common on higher mileage engines. These leaks may only affect one bank, which explains why P0174 appears without a matching P0171 code. Small gasket leaks can be difficult to see and often require careful inspection or testing to confirm. Another frequent cause of P0174 is a contaminated or faulty mass airflow sensor. The MAF sensor measures how much air is entering the engine. If it underreports airflow due to dirt or contamination, the computer will deliver less fuel than needed. This can result in a lean condition on one or both banks. Fuel delivery problems can also cause P0174. A weak fuel pump, clogged fuel filter, or restricted fuel injectors can reduce fuel flow. If bank 2 injectors are affected more than bank 1, the lean condition may only appear on that side. Exhaust leaks before the oxygen sensor can also contribute to a lean reading. When outside air enters the exhaust stream, the oxygen sensor sees extra oxygen and reports a lean condition. Cracked exhaust manifolds, leaking gaskets, or loose hardware should always be inspected. Sensor bias is another factor that should not be ignored. An aging oxygen sensor may still function, but respond more slowly or inaccurately. This can cause the engine computer to overcorrect fuel delivery and set a P0174 code even when the mixture is close to normal. Before replacing any parts, proper diagnosis is essential. Start by checking for additional trouble codes. Misfire codes, mass airflow codes, or fuel pressure-related codes can provide important clues. P0174 is often part of a larger issue rather than an isolated failure. Next, review live scan data. Look at short-term and long-term fuel trims for bank 2. If fuel trims are significantly positive, the engine computer is adding fuel to compensate for excess air. Comparing bank 1 and bank 2 data can help isolate the problem. Perform a thorough visual inspection of vacuum lines and intake components on bank 2. Check for cracked hoses, loose connections, and damaged plastic fittings. Pay close attention to areas near the intake manifold and throttle body. Testing for vacuum leaks is one of the most effective diagnostic steps. Smoke testing the intake system can quickly reveal leaks that are impossible to see with the naked eye. Even very small leaks can cause a lean condition and trigger P0174. Verify mass airflow sensor operation. Inspect the sensor for dirt or oil contamination. Cleaning the MAF sensor with the correct cleaner can often restore proper readings and eliminate lean conditions. Fuel pressure should also be verified. Low fuel pressure can affect all cylinders, but uneven injector flow can cause bank-specific lean codes. testing fuel pressure under load provides more accurate results than checking it at idle. Do not overlook engine mechanical issues. Low compression, valve problems, or timing issues can affect airflow and combustion efficiency. Although less common, these issues can contribute to persistent lean conditions. Driving with a P0174 code may cause symptoms such as rough idle, hesitation, lack of power, or poor fuel economy. In some cases, the engine may run relatively normally with only the check engine light on. Ignoring the code, however, can lead to increased emissions and long-term engine damage. The biggest mistake people make with P0174 is replacing parts without testing. Swapping sensors or injectors without confirming the cause often results in wasted money and repeat repairs. A systematic diagnostic approach is always the most effective solution. Once the root cause is repaired, clear the code and test drive the vehicle. Monitor fuel trim values to confirm that the air-fuel mixture has returned to normal. It may take several drive cycles for the engine computer to fully adapt. Understanding how lean conditions are detected and corrected allows you to fix P0174 the right way the first time. Proper testing saves time, money, and frustration while preventing unnecessary parts replacement. Always diagnose first, understand the system, and fix the root cause. Taking the time to test properly saves money and prevents unnecessary repairs. Before replacing parts, check our channel for more diagnostic tips and real-world fixes. Fix Car Codes helps you understand the problem before you spend your money.